Let me see my share screen. Hello, Juliana. Let's see. Okay. Not sure how many more people are coming in. Are you able to on your mic or something? You can on your camera and ask question as well. Okay, I will start at 10. Okay, so if you are in, do make some noise. Hello, Juliana, is that you? Okay, I can't. You can.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, we have Muhammad here. We have Livia. Livia is from China. Muhammad, I think, is in China also. Yeah. Okay, you can on your video. If you have anything to ask, do ask me. Okay. All right.
Okay.
We have 2 more minutes. Then I will start Singapore time 10 o'clock. Oh, no worries. Muhammad, no worries. Okay. Anything you can type in the chat, I can see. Right. I'll do very simple stuff today. Yeah, I'll do simple stuff today. Okay, wait. I need to resize my screen. Let me resize my screen. Okay. Okay. I believe you have my tab file. So the .tab file. So you can operate the .tab file from there. Then do you see my share screen with my thing here?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Don't feel free to stop me when you need to ask question. Okay. So the package. Okay. I'm usually using the exam class to write all my stuff. So yeah, it's a bit different. But then make sure you have all these packages. Okay. Especially the Tikz and the Tikz library. This part. All right, let's go on to the very first one. We're talking about lines. Okay, so let's. I already put the text picture environment there already. So let's draw lines. Okay, the command to activate the line is just \draw. So draw. Let's draw something simple first without any option. So if you have a graph paper, you can draw from coordinate 0, comma 0. So this is the coordinate 0, 0, and you can draw all the way up to, depending whether you want to go that way, horizontal line, vertical line. So you can see on the on your graph paper. So if I draw a horizontal line, maybe up to 50, and remember to put the semicolon. This part is important, the semicolon. Let me see whether I can make it bigger or not. Okay, I don't know how to make it bigger. The view part, let me see how to make it bigger. Bigger. Is there a way to make it bigger? Editors. Yeah, okay, now it's bigger. Okay, let me make it bigger some more. Okay, editor. Option editor. Okay, so make sure you put this. So let's compile. You should see a line. So now you see a line here. Let me see this line, this particular line over here. So under question 1, there's a line. So this is a horizontal line. So whenever you do use a Tikz picture, good to have a piece of graph paper. So now, if you want the line to be a line that is slanted, you can just change the coordinate and the line will just slant by itself. Okay, so this is drawing lines are important because you can draw all the lines and connect the lines to form a shape. So if you want to draw some more lines, let's say we want to form a triangle. Let's say you can get 8, 0. And then after that, to close it up, we can retype the coordinate again, the first coordinate, so we can get a triangle somewhat like that. Triangle. Okay. Or if you don't want to do that, you can put the word cycle. So it will cycle the 3 coordinate round and round and round. All right. So just like that, you produce the same thing. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about lines first. Just use a single line for now. Okay, now the line, we can change the thickness. So this is where all the options come in. The square bracket, you can see my square bracket here. So we can say, let our line be thick, a thick line. Okay. All right. Okay, I think we can't see the difference. Let me draw another line. So let's draw, so this one got nothing. So let's put 0, 0.02, maybe 5, let's 5.1, 5.2. Okay, so remember the semicolon, important. So you can see the different thickness. So then we can go on, we can still go on to change the thickness. To very thick. So very thick, let's say we get another line, 0, 0, maybe 5.0, 5.0. So you'll see this line even thicker. Yeah. So I think the thickest you can draw is the one ultra thick. Okay, draw, then ultra thick. Okay, let's draw 0, 0 to 5, -1. Okay, so that's the one. So you can see that now is, yeah, even thicker. Okay, so different one. If you want to add color, so all you need to do is to just comma and then add a color. So maybe we put orange and then we compile and see how. And you see it turns to orange. And if you want, let's say red, then you go that way. Okay, so what if you don't want it to be so red? Okay, so after the red, you can put an exclamation mark, maybe 50% of the red. So you'll see that. Okay, let me put it below so that you can see the difference. Let me put it below here. Then you can see the difference between the two commands. Can you see? Oh, sorry. Let me put the red back. So you see a very very red, and 50% red. All good so far? All well? Yeah? You can just put in the chat group, in the chat, so that I know. Just feel free to ask me questions, okay? Just feel free to ask me questions. Mine is basic today. So now, I need your consent on a few items to continue. Now, I want to draw lines with arrowheads, okay? So if we draw lines with arrowhead, so the command, okay, let me go to another place, maybe higher. So I'm at 5.2. Let me start with maybe 0, draw 0, 3. So 0, 3 to maybe 3, 0, 3. Wait, yeah, 3, 3. Say 3, 3. Okay, so this is a line. So if I compile this, you'll see a line, right? So this is a line. Now, I want to make it into an arrowhead. So the notation for a simple arrowhead without any special arrowhead is just to put this. Can you see this notation here? This means you're turned into arrowhead. Okay, so you just compile and you see the arrowhead appear. Okay, so this arrowhead is not very pretty. So normally I will define my arrowhead. I will say, okay, I want my arrowhead to be of this particular style. Yeah, this is one of the style. Okay, so you compile, you change a type of arrowhead. Okay, looks better now. Looks better now. Okay, let me make it bigger. It looks better now. Or otherwise, you can change into the many different arrowhead. So I think there's one called LaTeX. Let's see if there's one called LaTeX. Yeah, okay, so this is the LaTeX arrowhead. And I think there's one that's called triangle. So if you need to find arrowhead, all you need to do is to go to Stack Exchange, look for the search for Stack Exchange inside the different type of arrowhead. Let me see whether this works or not. Triangle, there you see, it's a triangle style. Okay, so why is this important? Because you need to draw axis when you do a sketch. So this type of things are important. So combining with maybe arrowhead and then click. Okay, so you can maybe have your axis appearing. Right, so this is a big fat axis. Okay, now the other thing, if you want to label something, so you use the command called note, N-O-D-E, N-O-D-E, note. So the command note will, the whole written part is just note at where. Okay, so this time around, I'm going to put at 3, 3, okay? So 3, 3, I will think of this as a x-axis. So let's put the x. All right, then you'll see a problem. You see a problem, right? That x is jammed into the arrowhead. So note itself also have the options. So these are the options. So you can say that it can go to the right. So you type right. So you'll be at the right side of 3, 3, the coordinate. So you move a little bit to the right. Otherwise, you can go above, below, and left. Okay, so I do the wrong one first. Let's do left. Left will be wrong. Left will be jammed really inside. Yeah, so it is very wrong. So then you have above. And then the below. And it goes down. Okay, so then there's one that will go, you can also add below right or below left. Okay, so below, you go down and go a little bit to the right. Okay, so all these are important because later when you do sketches, all this positioning of your coordinate, it matters. Okay, so there's so much more so about the drawing lines, about colors. about thickness, about arrowhead. Okay, so we can move on already. So then the next part, part two now. Part two, we are going to draw rectangles. So rectangles or square, because if you draw a rectangle, right, you need 4 lines. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So in Tikz picture, it has a command called rectangle. So you just draw. Let's say draw. We can draw from 0, 0, all the way up to, depending on your size. Let's draw one 4 by 3. So I'm going to say 4, 3. So remember the semicolon, and then you'll get a rectangle. Where's my rectangle? Okay. Oh, okay. I made a mistake. You know, I made a mistake. Sorry. You're supposed to insert the keyword called rectangle. No wonder my rectangle didn't appear. Sorry. Yeah, rectangle. Okay, so you have this. Okay, let me put it down smaller. Why is it like this? Oh, I need to space this. Okay. Yeah, so you get a rectangle now. Okay, so all the usual tick option appears inside. You can do options. All right, so what are options you have? You get color, and then now because it is a area shape, right? Rectangle has an area. You can fill up this area with color. Okay, so this is the next part of uh, the drawing of a rectangle with label, with changing the color and filling the shape. Okay, so that's a simple command for rectangle. So let's try this now. I'm wondering how can you want to center, so you use the tick command, begin center and begin center, and then you just dump this whole thing inside. And then let's compile it again. Okay, let's compile it. The rectangle will go center. There you go. So it's the same command it's the same command. Okay, Muhammad, that's good. All right. Okay, so same command when you do a begin center, end center. All right, so we now go on to question 3, where we want to make some decoration to this triangle. So the same thing that you have done here, all this, right, can be used. What was the command? Which one? Juliana, which one?
Hello, what was the command for the center triangle?
Yeah, it's here. This one, begin center, end center.
Okay, thank you.
This is the standard LaTeX command for that. Okay, all right. So do ask me things whenever you are lost, or if I go too fast, just scream. Okay, I will stop. I will go slower. Okay, now we want to modify the the rectangle. So again, let me copy this down. Let me copy this down. Okay, so we are at question 3 now. Question 3, draw a rectangle with label. Now, let's say we want to, you want to fill up the rectangle. So we have a command called fill. So fill means you want to fill up the area. Fill equals, you give it a color. Maybe you can use gray. And then let's see what it looks like. Okay, ooh, it looks ugly. Yeah, here. This is the one. Okay, if the line is not thick enough and you cannot see the line, maybe we can change it to very thick. Okay. Then we see how it is. So if you still feel very disturbed by the gray color, remember we have an exclamation command. Maybe we do 50% of the gray. So we make the gray lighter shade now. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, I made a mistake here. Sorry. Yeah, let's do that. Can you see now turning to very light now? And the shape looks better now. So then we want to label the coordinate. Now, there's a way to label it properly, and there's a easier way and the harder way. We'll do the harder way today first. we use nodes, okay? So you can practice, try to practice like how to label this vertex. Let this be maybe A, B, C, and then D. Okay, so let's label the coordinates together. So we've used the command nodes. Nodes. Okay, so now you can see that there's option already, the code name. Yeah, this one, I think usually there's an add there. Okay, strange. So now the option, you got to, let's not do any option first. So I know that this is, let me see where's my rectangle, 0, 0. Okay, so I will have one coordinate at 0, 0. Let's say this is A. Okay, now you'll see a problem. The A is right on top of that, of the vertex of the rectangle. So what's the solution to solve this? Is you can shift it to either shift it below left or below left. Okay, so it depends on what kind of which appeals more to you. I would use below left. Then you'll see that it goes up. Okay. If it's not good, now it seems a little bit far, so you can adjust the coordinates if you want. Okay. I think there's a way that it can maybe equals -1. Then it can go nearer. Yeah, it seems to go nearer already. So -4. Let's see whether it goes nearer or not. Yeah, there it goes nearer. So this below left equals to some measurement. It will shift it by some little movement to bring it lower. So if you don't do anything, you just put it there. Okay, just leave it there. Don't do anything. All right, so let's copy everything and we label all of them. Okay, you want to try labeling and see whether you run into any problem. So the coordinate should be my B should be at, let's see, where's my B? B is, now I'm at 4, 3, right? So it should be 4, 0. My C should be at 4, 3, 4, 3. That will be my C. Okay, I haven't compiled it. Then you'll see a problem because I just copy and paste. Then I have it at 0, 0, 2. Then that's my D. Okay, so if I compile, you'll see that my alphabet will go all over the place. Oh, not in the right position, right? Okay, no good. This is no good. All right, so we have to adjust this. So yes. So my B is not at the correct position. So I want it to go below and right. So we have to change this to right. Okay, my C must go above and then right. Okay, so above and then right. So then for my D must be above and then left. Okay, let me compile again and you'll see that they all go into a nice position. Okay. Anything else? Oh, change the color of the line. Okay, you want to change the color of the line, you can just just type in a color. So maybe, okay, I always use orange. Yeah, orange is one of my favorite color. Orange, and then the color will change. Yep, so there you go. Okay, so adjusting color, if you think that the orange is too bright, so you just use the exclamation mark, maybe go to 60%. Is it possible to change the color of the label? Yes, it's possible. So we just use the LaTeX code to change it. Let me show you shortly. Okay, so you go to the A, so it's slash, is it text color? Let me check whether there's a command called text color or not. Text color. Yeah, so text color, this one. So this is the command, text color. So hang on, let me highlight this. Let me highlight this. and text, color, and oops, okay, it's supposed to be A here. Let's choose a color. Maybe let's say it's red. Yep, the A turned to red. See, A is red now. Okay, so it's up to you. You can change the color for all of them. Yeah, okay. So that's something nice. Okay, so have I covered the thickness of the line, the changing of the line color, filling the shape with colors? Okay, so this is done now. So the next shape that we will draw, question number 4 now. Okay, before I move on, anything you want to ask me? All good? So far, so good? Yay, good. Okay, good. All right. Okay, do sum out if you need. Okay, now let's draw a circle. Now circle is just very simple. You just draw. Okay, the command is this coordinate gives you the center of the circle. So suppose my center of the circle is at, let's put 0, 0, okay? 0, 0, and then we put the keyword circle. And the next thing you put is the radius of the circle. So radius, maybe let's put 3 cm. And then remember the semicolon. And then you should get a circle. Ta-da! Ooh, where's my circle? Yes, there you go. Here's the circle. Okay? Now, of course, we can decorate the circle like how we decorate the triangle. I don't know, the rectangle, this one, how we decorate this. Do you want to try it? Let's try to label the center of the circle. Can you try? Label the center of the circle and maybe label the radius of the circle. Shall we try that as a task? So we're going to try label the center as O. Let's label the center as O. And then we want to say that the radius equals to 3 cm. Let's see how you solve this problem. So doing this, we're going to incorporate lines. We're going, oh, I forgot to teach you something about lines. Never mind, you just do first. Do a little bit, and then let's see how you are. And then whether the solution you do is the same as mine. You can also share screen for your screen to show me if you have some problem. Okay, so let's see. Did you all manage to draw the center? The center is at 0, 0. So we want a dot, we want preferably maybe a dot there, and then label it as O. Okay, so let me put in the center. Right, yes, good, good. Okay, but the sometimes in a diagram there will be a dot there, right? So Muhammad, that solution is correct. Is correct. So let me copy your solution first. Note at 0, 0, 0, 0, and then we have, oh wait, hang on. O, and yeah, colon. So yeah, the O should appear. Right. So now we have that. Then we want a dot there. So if we want a dot, we draw a solid circle, right? So draw, and now I want to draw a solid circle. So again, I'll put the center at 0, 0. So just look at what I do at 0, 0 circle. Then 0.1 cm. Okay. So I have a dot there. Oh, this dot is so big. It's too fat. Okay, so 0.05. Too fat. Okay, now it's in the, you see this dot is not filled up, right? So what we want to do is we go and fill up the circle. Yay. Okay, we're going to fill up the circle. Fill equals to black. Let's fill it up, and then the whole thing will turn black. Can you see? Now we have to move the circle, the O, to somewhere. Okay, we want to move the O to somewhere. So this node, we're going to change the option. So maybe we put it below. Let's put it below. Yeah, there you go. So that's the center. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is to say that we have a radius. We have a radius of 3 cm. So we want to measure the radius. So you have to indicate it on the diagram. You can do this. You can draw a line from 0, 0 to 3, 0. So we draw a line first. Let's draw a line. Draw from 0, 0 to 3, 0. So we have a line like this. Okay, so still not very good, right? So we have to indicate it by something. Maybe some of you might want to use arrow. So we want to arrowhead here, arrowhead there. Okay, so we can do arrowhead here, arrowhead there. So this will give us the arrowhead. I don't like this arrowhead, so I'm going to change it to the LaTeX arrowhead. Okay, so the LaTeX arrowhead is just LaTeX. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. No. I cannot do it this way. I cannot use LaTeX. I just put equals to the stealth arrowhead. Okay, so then you have arrowhead equals to stealth. Okay, so this way. Then you have both ends arrowhead. Okay, so you see that this end, right? This end, the arrowhead is jet right inside because the circle is 0.05. So what you want to do, maybe you can put this at 0.05. Then you move the arrow out a little bit. Yeah, so now it looks like this. And then normally sometimes we have, this is solid line. Then we can have an option of dash lines. So you just say dash and the line will turn into dash. So it becomes like this. Okay, it becomes dash this way. Or you can choose it to be dotted. Yeah, then you do compile again, you become dotted. Okay, now if the dots are too fine, you can add in the command thick. You thicken up the dots. Okay, so something like this. So if you prefer the solid line, then we just have to remove the dots. That's all. Okay, so we still short of one thing. We need to label that line. We need to label this as 3 cm. How are you going to do that? Again, we're going to use, what would you use? Try. Show me what would you use? Try something. It will be fun. So let's see what you can do. So we need the radius to be 3 cm. Okay, so I'm going to put a note there. Note. Okay, I'm going to use note. Okay, so I will put it as above because I want the label to come up above, on top. So I have 0, 0 to 3, 0. So most probably this is 1.5, 0, the coordinates. Okay, and then I'm going to say 3 cm. And here it goes. Okay. So if you feel that the number is too big, so LaTeX it has all the sizes, so you can change the size. You can say that tiny, then this thing will turn small. Yeah, okay, so it goes smaller, but it depends on you because the LaTeX has a few font size, so you can choose the font size on your own. You just key in Google search LaTeX font size and all this will appear. So okay, so this is the question number 4 on circle. Oh, we are supposed to do question number 5. So we need to let's see, what are we supposed to do on question number 5? Change the thickness of the circle, okay, and fill the shape with color. All right. Now you can fill the shape with color. One thing about filling with color, you got to remember what comes first, because sometimes when you fill it with color, the color that I don't know, the coat on the higher one will cover the coat at the lower places. So let's see if I fill. Okay, I'm going to do question 5 using question 4. So let's see, I fill with fill equals to again orange. Let's see what happens. So it's fine. It didn't do anything. So this orange may be too dark, right? So maybe 20% orange will do. Yeah, so it looks something like this. What else? Change the thickness of the circle. So let me make a very thick circle, ultra thick. Okay, so ultra thick. And then you see a very thick line appearing. So this is the very thick line. Okay. Yeah. So this is on circles. So we learn the rectangle, we learn the circle. Then the challenging one is to draw a semicircle. Okay. So we go on to question 6 to draw a semicircle. All good so far? Ken? Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. All right. Muhammad is good. Livia and Juliana, all well?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Okay. Don't call me. I'm just sharing. You can call me Octavius. All right. So let's go on to question 6 now. I'm going to draw a semicircle. So a semicircle, you know that it's made up of an arc like that, okay, plus a line. Okay, so it's easy to draw the line, but then how do you draw the arc? And in Tikz picture, there's a function called arc. Okay, so let me draw it out first. Let me draw it out first. So slash draw. Okay, I'm going to make the line thick this time. Okay, so that we can see it better. Thick. And then again, we're going to start from 0, 0, 0, 0 to 3, 0. Okay, 0, 0, 0, comma 0 to 3, comma 0. Okay, so before the semicircle appear, we have a line. Okay, oh, this line is so small. Okay, let's make it bigger. Okay, so we have a line now. So my line stretches from 0, 0 to 3, 0. I'm going to draw the semicircle, the arc above it this way. Okay, and then I'm going to use a function called arc. Okay, the function arc has three objects inside. So let me type the 3 objects first. Let me see. Okay, 0, 180, and then size 1.5 cm. Okay, what are all these 3? 0 means I start at 0 degree. 180 means I end at 180 degree. That means it's going to draw something like measure this way. You're going to do 0 to 180 this way. Okay, and then what is the size? How far is it going to draw? It's going to draw at 1.5 cm. Okay, let's do it and take a look. What happened? Oh, I forgot my semicolon. Okay, can you see? Okay, let's see what happens if I extend my degree. Let's put it to 270. Then you'll see some, oh, no, 270. Then you'll go all the way down to the third quadrant. Can you see? It goes all the way down to the third quadrant. From here, all the way to 180, stop, and then it goes down some more. Okay, so to use the arc function, it is very frustrating for you at the very beginning, okay? Because you need to know your angle measurement well. Because if, let's say, you put your angle measurement, you do from 360 and you move backwards. Let's say you put from 360 and then you move backwards to 180, you see what happens. It goes below now. It goes below. Okay, so this movement is important and you need to remember where you are starting. Okay, you need to remember where you are starting as well. Because if I, let's see, let me copy one more picture out. If you put it below and you start from 30 to 00, that means you draw from 30 backwards to the origin and you use this measurement, right? This measurement cannot work. Can you see? Can you see? Because you started from 30, you move back to 00, and then you draw the arc. All right. So to do the arc function, you need to know where are you starting at, and then what is the degree that you move. Okay, and then what's the size? So you can play around with the size. So this usually takes the radius. Okay, the radius. All right. Now this arc tool is very good because I can use the arc tool to do something to label angles. So let me show you how I label angles using the arc tool. Okay, let me put one more here. What am I supposed to do? Okay, let me draw a triangle. So let me draw a triangle. Let me draw a triangle. So 0, 0, 3, 0. Let me put to 3, 1.5. 1.5, maybe 3, and then cycle. Okay. Okay, so now I have this. Suppose I have let's say I have a note at 0, 0. All right, so I have this. Sorry, wrong. Left. Okay, and I want to label this angle A. I want to do an angle label. So to do an angle label, you can use the arc function. So what do you do is you check somewhere here. If this is 0, the vertex is 0, 0, maybe you can take 0 0.3, 0.4, and you can start doing this. Let me show you. Let me show you this. 0.4, 0. Then you do an arc. Okay, I'm going to arc from 0 maybe to 60 degree. So 0, 60. Looks like 0 point some. This one you have to do guess and check. 0.5 cm and see how we go. Okay, forgot the semicolon again. Can you see that? The label. So I have overshot. I've overshot a bit. So let me bring it up maybe a little bit lesser, maybe 55. Yeah. Still a little bit overshot. Okay, 53. Hang on. 53. Yeah, so you can see that the angle is now labeled already. All right. So is this okay? So angle label, then you might want to say that maybe this is not at that is 0.4, right? So this one you have to guess and check sometime. You'll be good if you plot everything on the graph paper. 0.3, 0.3. Then this note I'm going to put to the right. Let's say this is 55 degree. And let's check whether it's at the right position or not. Oh, too far away. So maybe 0.2. Too near. Okay, 0.3. Yeah, something like that. So that's how you can label a shape. Okay, so if the font is too big, just adjust on your own the font size. So yeah, that's how I label angle. So this is the hard way of labeling angle. So we learned the hard way of labeling coordinates, the hard way of labeling angle, but this will definitely work. It works all the time. All right, so you can try this. So yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done, almost at the end already. So to draw simple curve. Okay, now there's a command that is using a coordinate, then you have controls. So controls is a coordinate that control the curvature, okay? So it also depends on the beginning and the end. So it's very hard to say all this. So let me put it into action. Do you want to plot the coordinate axis? Let's say you do something like, yeah, you do something like this. So with the center at 0, 0. So maybe you can plot the coordinate axis. Okay, let's try plotting the coordinate axis. Okay, so this is a sketch. So we can just draw the coordinate axis. Let's take from -1, 0, all the way up to, let's say 4, 0. 4, 0. So we want arrow, right? So we can use arrow. So the various arrow that you learn, you can choose this. Now I choose the LaTeX one. Arrow head this way. LaTeX. LaTeX. Okay, let's see what is being produced. Okay, good. So then I will label this line as the x-axis. So note right at 4, 0. So I call this the x. So I have x-axis. Good. So now next I will draw the y-axis. Okay, so let me draw it a bit bigger. 0, draw, click, -3, 0, all the, no, 0, -3, and all the way up to maybe 0, 4. So, yep, so I need to insert the arrowhead type again. Okay. If you want a simple arrowhead, you just put like this. So you can see a difference of the arrowhead. All right, so you see this arrowhead is not very nice, but of course you can use it. So there's a difference in arrowhead, so you can change the arrowhead type. All right, so I leave the arrowhead type up to you to change. So now we have this, so we need to label the origin. So how would you label the origin? Do you know? You use a note, then what do you put inside here? That is at 0, 0. wrong bracket. Origin. Okay. And here you go. So you get below left. Okay. Below left. And there you go. So this looks like a nice curve. The axis. Okay, I forgot something. I need the y. Okay, I need the y. I need the y. Uh, 0, 4, I think. 0, 4. Okay, then the y should appear. Yep, okay, so if you want to put it there, you can put it there. Otherwise, you can put it as above. Okay, so we are done now. Now I'm going to sketch a curve. Let me, yeah. Okay, let me sketch a curve of some x square or something. Libya, you have a question?
No, just a little surprise. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm going to do a sketch first. Let me just randomly do a sketch. So let's see. So I'm going to draw. Think where am I? So 0, 3. Okay, now the control command, I'm going to have I'm going to have a coordinate that controls the curvature. So the command is controls. Then I'm going to pull this coordinate all the way down below the x-axis. So maybe I got 4, right? Maybe I can put 2, -2. So this 2, -2 is somewhere below here. And then I'm going to come up. I'm going to come up and then maybe at 4, 4. No. Yeah, 4, 4. Let's see where we are, because this is a sketch. I also don't know where I will end up. Yeah, so it got something like this. So if you want to increase the curvature some more, you can actually pull this thing more to the bottom, maybe -5, and see what happens. Yeah, can you see it goes all the way down? That coordinate, the two endpoints are fixed. So that thing that pulls the curvature, right, is this control coordinate. Okay, and you can not only add one control, you can add 2 controls. So maybe you can stretch out the bottom a little bit. So if you want to stretch out the bottom a little bit, so let's say I'm going to add one more control. So 1 -5. Then you put the word "and." So maybe 1 and 2. Okay, let's see how it works. So I got one control point somewhere here. One control point is exactly this one, and there's one more control point around this portion. And let's see how it works. Can you see it broadens it up? Okay, so if you want the control point to be even bigger, you can move this back to maybe 0.5, and then 2.5, and then it broadens it up some more. Can you see? It becomes fatter now. Okay, so to do a sketch, one of the things that you need to be able to do is to draw asymptotes. So asymptotes are just dotted lines. So if you want, you can just let me see if I can fix. Let me increase my x-axis some more. Okay, let me increase my x-axis some more, so make it longer. Okay, so now then I'm going to increase I'm going to put in an asymptote. So draw asymptote. The asymptote will be you need to use a dash line. So let's see, where am I? Where's my ending? 4 and 4. Okay, so I'm going to put maybe 4.1 comma 4 all the way down to 5, right? Let's see, 4.1 comma -3 Let's see where I am now. Okay, so let me try to make this curve approach the asymptote. Okay, approaching the asymptote, let me push the control point all the way up to 4. And you'll see that you approach the asymptote. Can you see? Now that curve looks like it's approaching the asymptote. So you can label the asymptote. So note, at, note at, let's see, what's my coordinate? 4.1, comma minus 3. And we have, let's say this x equals to 4. No. Yeah, so there it is. So you can label your equation of the curve. So maybe I'll label the equation of the curve. Note, and let me see, middle. So maybe 2, 3. And we have y equals to fx. And there you go. How is this? So, yep. So I can only teach you how to do this part just like that. Okay. In order to do the control, right, you need to play around with it because you can do the stretching here and there, and the curve will start to change. Of course, then you ask me, what if I need to connect the curve? Okay. So the control can go on to multiple way of connection. So maybe let me remove my asymptote first. If I remove my asymptote, hang on, sorry. If I remove my asymptote, then oh no, wrong. This one also removed. Okay, now then this point, let me make it down to lower one a bit. Okay, so okay, it looks fun. Okay, I'm gonna switch it back to maybe 2. Okay, so now the curve is going like this and up. So I want to make it turn, have reached a maximum point, and I turn. Okay, so if I want to reach the maximum point and turn, so again I can apply the control. But this time around, I'm still not very good at this. I'm still figuring out how to do all this better. Let's see, I'm going to go a bit higher. Control maybe 4.1 higher. Let's put it at 1, right? So let's say maybe 2. And then I'm going to put in the endpoint. Let's put in the endpoint. Let's say I'm going to put it at 5.1. Okay. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, so now you see that the control point, right? The control point is a little bit to this to the left. So we can move the control point. Let's move the control point. You move the control point. Let's say move to 4.5 and see how it works. Okay. Now it doesn't look very good, right? So the control point got to be move it here and there a little bit. Then there's a little bit of can you see a little bit of edge jutting out here? This part. So not very good, right? So all this boils down to the change in the control point, okay? Your control point, you can change it a little bit. So play around with it. Okay, so it looks kind of slightly better, maybe 4.35. Yeah, so now you see that it's smoothened out already. Can you see that it's smoothened out now? It looks like it is correct. Okay. Yeah, so that's so much I'm going to share with you tonight. I hope that this sharing will enable you to start drawing something. So if you have any question, you can ask me now. I'll try my best to see whether I can help. Anything? Over? Anything? Welcome, Mohammed. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Olivia. Juliana, anything you want to ask me?
Yes, teacher, I don't understand controls points very well.
Oh, the control point. Okay. Okay, let me do something. Maybe I have to draw.
The control point is like a inflection point.
It's not the inflect. It's a point that controls the curvature. Okay, don't worry. Let me use illustration to show you. Okay, hang on. Let me change something. Let me share the screen again. Hang on. Okay, I want to share screen. I will use some drawing to show you. Wait.
Yeah.
Why you can't connect? Hang on. Wait. I got experiencing problem. Okay. Yeah. Supposed to be able to connect. Okay, so let me use my Mac to let me use my iPad to show you something. Okay, so the control point. So suppose your starting no good. Your starting point is here, and your ending point is here. So let's say this is 0, 3. Then the ending point may be 5, 3. So you want to set something, right? Because if you want to draw a curve this way, okay, you want to set something that can control the curvature. Okay, of course, I won't say this is an inflection point, but this point will control the curvature, so that if you set the control point that is here, sometimes the curve will just come down and then go up this way. So if you set the control point as here, sometimes then the curve will come down here and then go up this way. Yeah, is that better, Juliana?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, so the control point actually shifts here and there. You can actually use 2 of them. So you can actually use, like, maybe I put a control point here, I put a control point here. You will broaden the thing out. Yeah, this way. You broaden it out in this way. So this is one way you can draw curves. There are a few ways you can draw curves. If you have seen my pictures, I use something called a command that says, okay, let me go back. Let me go back to my Tikz Studio. Okay, so now there's another command which you can use. Okay, let me move out of this. Let me begin another new environment. Okay, there's one more command. This will be the last thing, I promise. Let me see this. I learned this new thing also. So you start with a point. Let's say we start with 0, 3 again. 0, 3, and then I said 2. Wait, let me finish typing. I will explain to you. Out equals to 180 equals to, sorry, hang on, let me think about it. 180. No, out is 270. In should be 90. Then the point, we put it at 3. Okay, let me see whether I get it correct or not, because this is something new I learned. Okay, no, it's not correct, because my out and in is not correct. 0, 3 to 3, 3. Okay, not very good. 180. Let's see whether this is correct. It's supposed to go down though. Okay, not very good. Okay, negative demonstration. I shall go and learn it and then try to explain to all of you again. Okay, so but such a command exists where the in and out they start to okay, the out means the angle that is moving out. Then the in is the angle that's moving into the curve. But I'm not sure why it's not there. 0, 3. Okay, I cannot remember how this in and out works already. Okay, so not very good. I shall just leave it there. Let's not talk about this. We shall just leave it here first so that all of you can just try to draw something. After today, right, you should be able to sketch simple curves, draw rectangle, draw square, draw parallelogram, draw triangles, label the angles. What else? You can draw the ellipse. You can look for the ellipse function on Google. So Google can provide the ellipse. Ellipse is just a circle with the x and y different. But there is a ellipse command though. Maybe I should just insert it here. Let me just insert it here for your ellipse. So you can draw. Okay, let's start with center. Oh, there's a 0, 0 there. Maybe let's start at 5, 5, and then you draw ellipse. I think you have to put 3 cm and 5 cm. Okay. What question is this? Yeah, so here is your ellipse. Oh, this is huge. Okay, so that's an ellipse function. Okay, so yeah, that's how it does. So if you change this to 3 and 3, of course you'll become a circle. Okay, so you can actually change it to different size, different x minor axis and y minor axis. Okay, I think that should be enough for you to play around with Tikz picture for a while. There are some interesting things which I still don't know how to do. I hope to be able to do and then to share with all of you some more. Okay, so that's all for me. And anything that you like to ask me? Any more? I will, maybe you want to leave your email with me so I can send this .tet file to you if it's useful. Okay, so you can leave your email in the chat so that I can leave I can send it out to you. Okay, so that's all for me. If there's nothing more, then I will end the session. And then the next time I don't know what. Oh, okay, okay. I will send it to you, Mohammed. Most welcome, Mohammed. I hope to do a little bit more when I figure out something more advanced. But there's a series of Tikz picture lecture YouTube by someone. I cannot remember who. I'll look for the link and send together in the email as well. That's where I started my learning as well. Okay then, so I'm going to finish. I'm going to end the Zoom session now. So good night. Good. Okay. Yeah. Bye bye. Good day to all of you. It's good night for me already. It's late. I'm going to sleep. Okay. So goodbye. All right.